Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for episode 9 of season 1 of My Hero Academia. We're going to go and hop into this one, guys. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, check it out over on Patreon, where you can watch without all the edits we got to do to get the stuff up on YouTube. You also, depending on what tier you sign up for, can get up to 4 weeks early access, and you can submit your own comments, questions, and fun facts for me to read at the end of these episodes. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do things we do here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Until you leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And then also another way, let's get ready to hop into episode 9. Here we go.
Hey, you! Can you tell us what it's like to work so closely with All Might?
I'm sorry, I have to go to
Wait, whoa, oh no.
Are you one of All Might's students? Tell us, what's the symbol of peace like in person?
Oh God, everybody just wants a little piece of All Might from his class.
His leadership and wisdom remind me on a daily basis that I attend the world's most prestigious educational institution. It's truly a unique opportunity.
They do not care at all for what he's saying.
Aren't you that sludge villain kid? Please, sir, can you get All Might for us?
All Might's not on campus today. Now get out of here. You've disturbed my students enough already.
And me.
How does All
Oh
Might
my
ever
God.
get anything done with this media circus stepping on his cape?
That's a good point.
You won't bring All Might out, I'll get myself!
The hell you will. Oh!
Hey, what's happening?
Imagine she was just one step closer. Dead.
Yeah, well, it's designed to stop anyone who doesn't have a student ID or special pass from entering the campus.
The least they could do is grant me one interview.
Get off your fucking high horse. Anyway, what if you try to get a ladder over the side ledge? Would that also raise the wall?
Everyone wanted to get their hands on All Might. Yeah, everyone.
And now they all know, like, centralized where he will be in any given point of the day or week or whatever.
You're talented, so don't sulk like a child about your loss, okay?
And
And Midoriya, your quirk will be really useful if you can get a handle on it.
Right!
see, look at that. Yeah. Aw, exactly.
Our first task will decide your future. You all need to pick a class representative.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna need me.
Someone with style would be best.
Oh my God, so many people are fighting over this.
In the hero course, there's more to it. It's a way to get noticed by agencies and prove you can lead a team like a real pro.
Okay, yeah, I guess that does make some sense. I mean, he makes the most sense, honestly, to me.
Must first have the trust of every student in the classroom.
We've only known each other a few days. How do we know who we can trust?
Valid.
Whoever does receive multiple votes must truly be the most suitable person for the job. It's the
I mean,
best way,
I
right, sir?
Do what you want, just decide before my nap's over.
He's just gonna take a nap in the middle of class. Respect. Living the dream.
How did I get 3 votes?
Oh, damn.
Who voted for him?
What, did you honestly think anyone was gonna vote for you?
Ha! Oh, yeah.
Point now.
0 votes?
Oh. Oh.
I can't argue with the system I chose.
Yeah, nope.
For someone else, huh?
But you knew it was best to vote for yourself, right?
Wow, so even he didn't vote for himself, which is probably one of the votes that fucking Izuku got.
All right, the class rep
Actually,
is
no,
Midoriya.
maybe she might actually
The
be
deputy
best.
is Yaoyorozu.
This might not be so bad.
I mean, given off her, like, analytical skills alone. But it's not just that. But Ochako, I think she gave hers up as well, based on, was like, I think I'll just keep it to myself who I voted for.
Guys, I'm kind of worried about the class rep thing. I don't think I'm qualified.
Sure you are.
You'll be great.
Aww.
Courage and quick thinking under stress will help make you a worthy leader.
Hell yeah.
Those are the reasons I voted for you, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, you do look the part, because of the glasses.
That's not exactly how we
Yeah,
should be choosing
no.
our rep.
Wanting a job and being suited to it are quite different things.
Hey, at least he's, like, understanding.
The Iidas have been pro heroes for generations. Are the two of you familiar with the turbo hero Ingenium?
He's a super popular pro with 65 sidekicks working
Whoa,
alongside
whoa,
him at
whoa,
his
whoa,
Tokyo
whoa, whoa.
agency.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, he's had 65 sidekicks. My brain immediately was like, why? What happened to the last 64 of them? But no, the agency thing, I guess they just all work at the company? So, okay. I was like, whoa.
Ingenium is an unmatched commander who honors the hero code. the second oldest Iida son, I strive to be just like him.
Aw, got a lot of some big boots to live up to fill.
A rep needs that sort of insight.
Well, they're still just stunned.
Smile, Tanya. You should do it more.
Aw.
Iida wants to be like Ingenium in the same way I want to be like All Might.
Yeah, we found that spark that he's been kind of hiding from everybody.
Warning, level 3 security breach.
What's a
Oh,
level 3 security
whoa,
breach? It means that someone's managed to get past the school's barrier.
Was it the reporter, or is it one of these villains that have been on the prowl?
Who in the world could have trespassed on the campus grounds? It's the press that was outside.
How did they get in?
They are trespassing. That means they're kind of like villains. Why don't we just beat them up?
No, that would be a very, very bad thing to do.
There's no need to worry, everyone.
However, in the chaos of all of this, it would be a very opportune moment to do something, given the chaos and distraction.
There's no reason for us to be panicking. What would Midoriya do?
Oh,
Touch my hand. Make me float above everyone else.
oh, come on. There we go.
I need a place where I'll get
Oh,
everyone's
shit.
attention.
Don't lose your glasses. Oh, God. I thought that was his back for a second.
Listen up. Everything is okay. It's just the media outside. We need to remain calm.
Oh, God. That one girl's eyes. What in the world? But well done. Quick thinking. Great reaction. Confidence. Projection. Let's go, Iida. But someone very easily could have used the cover of all of that to get inside the grounds.
And I think that Tanya Iida should be our class rep. He was able to capture everyone's attention and get us in line.
Oh,
Midoriya vouches for him, I'm good. Plus, he was a big help. He totally manned up and took charge, right?
Yep.
oh, fuck. Oh,
This is a waste of time. I don't care who the rep is, just hurry up.
just go back to sleep. Shut up.
I pledge to carry out the duties of class rep to the best of my abilities.
Aw,
Sounds good, emergency exit.
he's got himself a little.
Than him.
Not now, I guess. We got to redo all of that
How were ordinary
Oh,
members of the
wait.
press able to bypass our security
because
systems?
somebody let them in.
Some villain actually managed to infiltrate our
Yeah.
school. But was this purely a show of power
Oh, God.
or a declaration of war?
They took the barrier down, and that's how they got in. And now we don't even know where they are or who it was. We saw it. It looked like the hair with the guy with the hands, but I'm not sure 100% about what the fuck.
I'm here to keep you safe. I shouldn't be late for school, but I can't ignore someone in need.
Aw. All Might's awesome.
My powers have been weakening even faster since I gave One for All to young Midoriya.
Well, I mean, makes sense, I guess.
Fighting that sludge villain, even though I was exhausted, shortened the time I can spend as the symbol of peace.
Oh, interesting.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You must keep this secret to ensure your own well-being, true, but also
And to
for
keep
the
it
safety of
safe.
the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to make sure I guide him well.
There's a hostage situation across town.
What a day. That's crazy, dude. So much happening all in one go in the same area.
3 pros. Is that because of the break-in?
Sir, what kind of training is this?
Rescue. You'll be dealing with natural disasters, shipwrecks, stuff like that.
Okay.
Finally, I'll get to show off how good I am in water.
What you wear in this exercise is up to you. I know you're excited about costumes. But keep in mind that you haven't gotten used to them yet, and they might limit your abilities.
Interesting. So it's like, hey, there's an idea. You could bring your costume, but your costume may be a hindrance.
Deku, why are you wearing your PE clothes? Where's your costume at?
You saw it after the combat training. It was kinda trashed. I'm still waiting on the support company to fix it up.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind how this looks. Honestly, like without the rabbit ears and all that other kind of stuff, like the green would still go pretty hard. Still looks good.
That power of yours, isn't it a lot like All Might?
What? Really?
What? No, not even close. I can see what you're saying. No.
My hardening's super strong and can destroy bad guys in a fight, but it doesn't look all that impressive.
Oh, whoa.
My Maple Laser's got the perfect combination of panache and strength.
But it's
I
way
don't know
lame
about
if
that,
it gives you a stomachache,
dude.
sweetie.
Oh, wait. It does? That sucks.
Bro quirks, it's Todoroki and
Yeah,
Bakugo.
I do kind of agree with that front.
Sure, but Bakugo's always angry, so he'll never be that popular.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Telling that we all know your personality is flaming crap mixed with garbage. School, you loser!
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Kacchan's the one in class who's getting teased.
And everybody was praising him before, too. Oh, this is funny. This is so funny how things have turned around.
The space hero 13, the chivalrous bro who's rescued a ton of people from disasters across the world.
That's an interesting guise. Oh, shit. Whoa, what in the world? I guess each one is themed around a different kind of natural disaster.
I created this training facility to prepare you to deal with different types of disasters.
That's sick.
I call it the Unforeseen Simulation Joint, but you can call it USJ.
Just like Universal Studios Japan.
What? Oh.
Apparently, he did too much hero work on the way to school this morning and used up all his power.
That man is the height of irresponsibility. Well, we should be okay with just the two of us.
Irresponsibility or the fact that he's still helping people, though? I don't know what I wouldn't call that irresponsibility. It's like over-responsible, I'd say.
I'm sure you're aware that I have a powerful quirk. It's called Black Hole.
Oh,
I can use it
what?
to suck up anything and turn it into dust.
That's crazy.
Please don't forget that if you lose focus or make the wrong move, your powers can be deadly. Today, you're going to learn how to use your quirks to save people's lives.
Oh god, that's going to be really interesting. One, for him, because he doesn't have control, so he won't be able to even use his quirk. And Bakugo, whose quirk is entirely explosions. What the hell? Oh, whoa. I thought we already lost control of a black hole for some reason. We're getting invaded.
What is that thing?
What in no? This is very different.
This is real.
Oh my god. Yeah, look who it is.
Going to be practicing saving other people's
He was
lives
there
that
without
day,
all of
but
these
when they
hands
appeared,
and stuff.
We realized
When
he
approached the school, assuming that's the person. I mean, it's the same hair and onesie and all of that as well. Fuck! God, this episode flew by. And this is not one with an after credits, to my knowledge. Yeah. Interesting. Ah, God. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of issues with this that come with the with what we've learned about the school and what the public now knows about it, because not only is there a media frenzy trying to get information, trying to get the scoop, trying to get an interview with All Might, because now, you know, it's easier than him just running around, you know, from incident to incident, trying to figure out where he's going to be and capture him to get an interview, get a statement. Now he's like here. So there's like an expectation of where he's going to be. And that's almost twofold for the media to know where he is, but also for the villains to know where he is. Is that now they know that they can attack the school if they want to make a substantial blow. And on top of that, too, hell, I don't know. Well, they would have to know about his his time limit, because I was going to say maybe all of these things that happened on the way to school were orchestrated to like draw his attention before he could get there, so that he'd be weakened when he get there. But that would imply someone would have to know about that weakness. So I don't know if it was probably just happenstance and just like that just played out the way it was because of the way All Might is. Like he can't turn a blind eye, so he burned his time before he could get there, meaning he can't go in front of the students as All Might. He can't do this thing, so he kind of has to take a day for that to recharge. Meanwhile, they're going on this field trip to go and do like disaster rescue training, you know. And I like how Aizawa, so far, a lot of his methods have been all about honing and controlling the precision and extent and limits of your quirk and knowing those, because like they said in both scenarios, like, and especially with oh god, I already forgot this person's name, the space hero here. They create black holes, which can be used to, clear debris, to do this, that, the other. But also, like, that would just, they could just disintegrate a person, obliterate them. Like it's twofold, you know? So if you don't have control, that black hole could just like continuously expand. Instead of helping everybody in that debris or whatever to clear it out, you just consumed everybody and everyone and everything. You know, you could lose a city to that, a planet to that. You know, like using Bakugo is like, yeah. Similarly, if somebody's like, let's say they're trapped under a boulder, under like a slab of rock or something like that, you know, you might not be able to lift it, but he might be able to precisionally like explode segments of it to lighten the load, to break it apart so that you can, you know, tear it down into smaller segments so you can get somebody out there. But if he blew it up or used too much of a charge, it would blow up the rock and the person. So like there's that again, it just all goes back to mastery over your ability so that you're not hurting other people in the wake of your ability. You know, that's with Deku right now, not having any kind of control over it. If he was to use it in any scenario whatsoever, he keeps hurting himself, but there's also the infinite potential of what he could do for others or to others as a result. And this goes for every single one of them. And this being like a nice controlled exercise on that, where they have to delicately not fight anybody, not do this, just focus on getting people out and finding ways to use your quirk to help with that process without doing harm. It's a nice control exercise. But these villains have now impeded that. So that's another whole can of worms we've just unlocked. And then the seriousness of the all for one being one for all. God damn it. I don't know why I keep saying that. One for all, you know, the secrets of that, the fact that not that he really told Bakugo everything about it, just that he inherited it from somebody, and probably you could make the connections and assumptions based on like just observation, but he's ignored him. He thought he was telling him bullshit, so it's not too serious. But like All Might's gives a very good point. It's like if people learn it can be shared, it can be passed, that means they can probably also think that it can be taken. Not only makes the school a target, All Might a target, but it definitely Izuku a target. You know, because they could come after him to try to take it if that gets out, if the wrong people knows that he's got a borrowed or a given quirk, especially such a powerful one. And you know, now we have this frenzy, this distraction that was caused here at the school by this front of villains. And then I guess, I don't know how that help them invade over here at this other place, but it's twofold. They may have somebody on the inside now in the grounds that was able to slip in, learned about what was going to go on with the next exam. I don't know why they're targeting them and not the teachers, but I don't know. We don't really know the extent of their plans right now. And I'm also just curious, like, what it is with this hand person here, where they're just covered in these hands. Because initially when we saw them like looking at UA, they didn't have a lot of that on them. So I'm excited to learn a little bit more about that. Other than that, like, I like this episode really kind of leaning into this element of responsibility. Who would make the best class representative? Just a little moment for them to do something just like kids, just like students, you know, picking somebody to represent your class. And the fact that Deku only ended up with votes because I have to assume just because Uraraka was just like, you know, I definitely feel like there's a connection there, whether that's accurate or not. But then Iida did it because of also he's kind of been inspired by him since being here. And he also, I think part of the reason he didn't vote for himself was also because he was also trying to be humble and then let other people vote for him, trying to like not be self-absorbed so that then that reward would be paid back even more. And then nobody voted for him at all. But oh God, I already forgot her name. The other one, Momo, the one that was up there at the front. You know, probably like if you asked me which one of the entire group I would probably go with for like a class representative kind of thing, it'd be Iida and Momo. Those would be the two I would probably isolate it down to, just off of the little bit we know. And I'd probably only go with Iida only in the way that he just cares so much about it, but he also cares a little too much about it, so that might also kind of backfire. But anyway, I like how at the end of the day, you know, him learning, well, in the moment, that chaos, trying to regain control of this, he'd already kind of resigned himself from not getting this position, learning about his family, his connection, what actually drives him as the second oldest son of this hero family that everybody knows, and him trying to live into those shoes. That's probably another reason why he's taking it so seriously, because he wants to honor his family. He wants to work towards it. He wants to be, so it's like, I don't know. You can see why so much of this is so important for him, so that he doesn't like let his family down. Different kind of pressure that a lot of the other kids don't seem to deal with, but like he is proud of his family. He's proud to be a part of it. And you see him light up, like Midoriya pointed out, it's like he lit up in the way that he's talking about his family, the way that he talks about All Might. But he was like, he acknowledges there are some gaps that kind of are pulled over his head because he can't think in that kind of way because of all that. And he's like, what would Midoriya do in this situation? So he had Uraraka fucking give him a little boost, and he came in and got control of the chaos. And I think that earned him some major points for me. But yeah, I don't know. I liked seeing all of that and the way that we're slowly building all of these connections, and how they also kind of all had mentioned, is like, how are we supposed to do this when we all kind of just met each other? You know, they don't all know each other all that well just yet. And that being acknowledged, but also the fact that that was said earlier in the episode. And they're like, it's funny how we all barely know each other, but we all know how Bakugo is going to act. And everybody's already, and the whole role reversal, because now Midoriya is kind of being welcomed into all of this despite his inexperience. Bakugo, the prodigy, is now kind of the one being picked on because he is just kind of a fucking brat. I don't know. It's fun. It's a really fun play on everything. But we got some questions from Patreon, so we're going to go ahead and head over there. So we're going to start off with Tommy. Hey, Omni, what's one subject indirectly explored in the show? It's the aspects of nurture versus nature. See the definition further down if needed. What are your thoughts on the hypothesis regarding some of the personality and quirks we've seen so far? If I can be clearer with examples, is Bakugo's explosive because of his quirk or the way he was raised? Same with the light personality of Ochako, the more stoic and rule-abiding personality of Iida. I'm picturing the need of staying in control or in cool-headed to behind the NASCAR wheel is for one might be a stretch. So like in this way, it's like, were they born with the personality and the quirk that kind of goes alongside that? Like Bakugo is easily excitable and his power is explosions. So it's easy to set him off, and that's kind of his entire ability. Like, did one come because of the other? Like, was there any correlation in that at all? Or like you said with Iida, like he's super fast, so he needs to be cool, collected, and focused and zeroed in. It feels like his is actually counter to his personality. Like it works in tandem with it. Like it's it's not reflective. It's like his personality accents and allows him to actually work alongside his quirk better, because it's not like he flies off the handle or he's quick to judge or quick to think or whatever. Well, I mean, he kind of is. He's not just like, I don't know. His feels very different in that way, because like Bakugo is very like one-to-one. So I don't know. It very well, there's definitely a possibility of that. I think given the range of quirks to personalities that we've seen so far, I don't think the quirk and the personality necessarily were designed to go together. But I think just by nature of things, the way they were raised and all that, like with Bakugo, his hot-headedness, I think part of that, there's a little bit of both. He's a little bit of an outlier from what I've seen so far. So I would have to imagine it's probably separate, but also most of his ego is because of the way people have filled his head with all this stuff his entire life. And on top of that, getting a powerful quirk and just exacerbating that further. I feel like that's probably a vast part of it. Because some of the other ones, I'm not sure exactly how you would equate them. I mean, Uraraka is very like floaty, flighty, low, light. Like she's very like not head in the clouds, but her spirits are always kind of uplifted. So is that like her defying gravity mentally? I guess I don't know everybody else well enough to really kind of say. I think Iida, because out of the ones we've gotten to know the most, Iida doesn't feel like, at least to me, like it feels complementary his, as opposed to like they go hand in hand or they are a mirror of one another like Bakugo's. It feels like the antithesis of Bakugo's to me. So I'm not sure. Next up, we got Net Nobody. I was wondering what you think of the guy with all of the hands on his body and what you think his quirk is. I don't know. He was the one outside the school, and he didn't have hands in that shot. He's covered in them in every other one we've seen. But I'm going to assume he's the one that brought the door down. I don't know how the hands would come into play with that. Unless the hands, I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is like they're detachable and attachable. So maybe they can operate things on behalf, like an extended mage hand. Maybe he puppeteered things. Maybe he can control things with it. I really don't know. I have no idea right now. Even like what I was just saying, I can't really make much sense of it all. I think I'm going to need to see a little bit more, because that shadow person is like definitely the one that like brought them in here into this place. So that's not linked to his whatsoever, from what I can tell. Like when they all came in through that portal, when they manifested here. But also don't know, based just visually, what the hands all over his body would indicate would translate to like the disintegration of a door either. I don't know. Right now, I don't feel like I have enough to go off of for it. Next up, we got Bear P. Do you think it was fair for Iida to become class rep over, even though Yuzaru got second highest number of votes? It was essentially, and I guess technically no, but I was going to say, if it's almost as if Izuku Midoriya forfeit his votes and gave them to Iida, was still, I don't know, is a little icky. Is it fair? Is it the way the system was built? No, but I do feel like it was maybe right in the moment. But I guess short answer is no. Also, what do you think of the villains who are trying to accomplish by getting the media into UA? And what do you think their goal is trying to evade the USJ? As far as invading the USJ, I don't know. I feel like the breaking down of the walls to allow the media into UA is a great distraction. It was, who broke the walls down? Who let the media in? We were trying to keep them out. And the media is just here to hound and harass and get the story and get the meeting. It's just a massive distraction and annoyance, which allows them to kind of, do something elsewhere, which I think is why they made this strike at the USJ. I just can't think of why they would come here at all, except maybe if they knew this field trip was happening, and that while all of because they only sent they were supposed to send 2 teachers here, and now there's All Might couldn't make it, and it's just Aizawa and our space hero here. So maybe they were hoping to strike a blow at UA while the main school and most of its teachers are going to be distracted with all the noise there, doing a silent strike here. Maybe is attacking the budding talent, robbing them of this class. It'd be a hefty blow to do that, especially if they're not protected by a large contingent of pro heroes. So they were maybe thinking maybe now as we can kind of take out like their budding little prodigies or anything like that. Maybe, I don't know. And then lastly, we have we've got Light Cat. Here was to see one of the main Iida-centric episodes. If the title of the episode didn't give that away, also both of the titles and signs/newspapers and headlines are translated in English with subtitles, as the episodes have them in some versions, like in the main dubbed version on Crunchyroll. So I would highly recommend finding one that, because those translations, while not extremely necessary, does help quite a bit. Yeah, I didn't even take note of that. I didn't even look what the name of this episode was, actually. What was it? It was, yeah, just do your best, Iida. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even read the episode title for this one. You've asked before / theorized about hero work that doesn't just beat up the bad guys. This episode kind of answers that via 13. That was the space person's name. Explanation of what the USJ is for. And welcome to the USJ arc with the arrival of the villains in the cliffhanger ending of this episode. Yeah, dude. I'm excited to see what happens. Let's go. Oh, anyway, guys, fun episode. We got probably an action-packed one next week, so I'm excited to get into that. Yeah, man, I want to know what you all thought. How do you feel about the Iida situation and the Momo and Midoriya thing, like the whole class rep thing? How do you feel like the way they handle that, as well as the question that was raised earlier about the correlation between quirk and personality, or nurture and nature, whatever? How did one influence the other, or was it just inevitable? I'm kind of curious about your thoughts on that. So sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll get in the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already. Remember, if you want to see the full reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before we go, I want to shout out Lily Chen Sun, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Berg, Calvin Billy, CP Pastor, Theodore Wolf, Thailand, Denise Fabricio, and the Honk. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors of the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues. I'm going to take care of you at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all of that. And as always, a huge shout out to all of our channel legends. You and the patrons allow us to do so much of what we do over here. Without you guys, we would not be able to keep up with all this endless content, getting help with the editing, copyright claims, all that stuff. So you keep bringing it to you guys here on YouTube, because without y'all, we wouldn't be here. But that's this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.